All right, let's talk about Ghost of Tabor's new map coming soon. Wipe, PSVR 2, bunch of stuff in this video. Just some random things that are confirmed and a few teasers for the new map. So first of all, Wipe is scheduled for either December or January. It's not confirmed at all by anyone, but it is likely in a month or two. It is bringing a lot of things. Multiple devs and employees at Combat Waffle have said it's the biggest update ever, which I'm hoping is true. And the biggest thing with the Wipe is going to be the new map. It's the Chodov Shopping Mall. It is a lot like Interchange from Tarkov, although not nearly as big. It's going to be a lot more confined, kind of like a missile silo style map. And it's also not confirmed the player count, but they've hinted that it's going to be about 6 players, maybe 8, at least at launch. So this was one of the first teasers dropped by the devs. I think Scott sent this in the Discord a while back, and this is the first look at the shopping mall. Right off the bat, it looks pretty dark, and that was a concern of mine, but it seems to just be this specific area, or maybe it was dark at the time they released the screenshot, because as you can see in this next one, it is much brighter. It looks way better. There's a crazy blur on this image because it was posted to Twitter, I'm assuming by one of the social media guys, so they blurred the hell out of it to give it a cool effect, so we can't really see everything. But these are just the early teasers. Let's hop into some more juicy stuff that they posted on TikTok, starting with
Too late, I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. It's faster.
I look for the giant chicken!
okay, so this is their own spin on Kentucky Fried Chicken. It looks like. Why this is important, I don't know. It's not, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to show. Seems like they're going with the same approach as Tarkov's Interchange, and that they are introducing almost knockoff like corporations and companies in the mall. So we have KF. I don't know exactly what it stands for, but Colonel's Choice. I think that's the Comic Sans font as well. We can see that they're going to take that same kind of approach for all the different shops. And chicken, I don't know, maybe they'll add chicken, fried chicken in the game or something. I don't fucking know.
Hi, I'm Carl, and we're going to talk about how to properly kick open a door. Kick that puppy open. Piece of cake.
All right, so that teaser showed a little bit more of that escalator shot. I think it was the same place from the MP5 screenshot as well. But we can see that there is multiple levels here. You obviously go up, and there's a couple of shops, and I think there's even an escalator that goes down. I'm not sure if we'll actually be able to go down there, but maybe there'd be like a parking garage or something similar to Tarkov. That would be pretty cool. So in this next teaser, we get a first glance at what looks to be a larger shop, kind of similar to that of Idea from Tarkov or Ali. Just the massive shops. I don't think they're going to be quite on this scale, or maybe it's not that at all, but that's what it looks like to be, is a little bit of a bigger, like just general grocery store where you can have a little bit of longer range battles using shelves as cover and things like that. But we won't know if that's actually what this is until it comes out. It doesn't look to be nearly the size of Ali or anything from Tarkov, but that's kind of the impression I got, was it's going to be a little bit of a bigger store. But enough of these small teasers. Let's get into some actual gameplay of the map, which they've posted multiple times on TikTok. So for the first video, we got kind of just the general like main area, it looks like, of the second floor. There's a few stores. Right off the bat, it looks like everything is super detailed from what I can tell, so this map is looking pretty juicy. Next, we have Bully McGuire taking a walk, a stroll, if you will, through the new shopping mall. This is the most they've shown in a single video by far, and it's literally just walking through the entire map almost. So you can see quite a few different shops in this video and just the overall layout of the map, and it looks pretty good. I love the lighting that they've opted for on this map. It almost looks like Tokyo. It's just everything's neon and lit up. There's tons of shops. You can see there's one behind him, Gapo. I don't know what that is supposed to be a parody of. If it is, let me know if you know. But the design choices just look really nice, which is refreshing. So after playing the same maps over and over for the last, year and a half or whatever, I can't believe it's been that long. I'm just happy there's finally a refreshing map that's actually looking really promising. All right, we have one final teaser that was posted today, which also shows off a lot more of the shops and some of the more graphic fidelity that this map has to offer. And I gotta say, it looks really nice. A lot of the lighting looks great. The shops look awesome. The design of the map looks great. I'm saying this now. I haven't played the map for myself, obviously, so maybe it isn't good. But from what I've seen here, what they've shown, this is obviously the PCVR build, so it's going to look pretty significantly worse on the Quest, but maybe not too much worse. From what I've seen here, this map is looking really nice, and I do think it will be the next big map. I mean, you can just see in this screenshot right here how good this lighting actually looks. Obviously, the screenshot's pretty low resolution here, but I mean, you've got reflections, you've got proper shadows. It just looks good, and you can definitely tell that they have improved their lighting over the years. In this shot, you can see one of the stores called Prop, which is in relation to Proper D, who's the tutorial guy. He also makes a lot of the cool trailers that you see. It's hard to say what they sell in this store, but it looks like they've got some art and just like general things. It looks like there is one of those scanners that, you know, beeps when you steal items, or maybe it's just a metal detector, which hopefully, if this does actually trigger in game, that everyone in the server can hear it. Because for some reason with the Underground Maka's metal detectors, only you can hear it. They're client sided, which is really, I don't know if that was intentional or a mistake, but it's kind of dumb. The next store that they show is Zaha, which looks like an apparel store or some kind of fashion store with the mannequins. And back to this screenshot, looks like we can see a Don's Burgers and Grill in the background. This is probably kind of the food court area, which still looks amazing. I love the lighting in this room. And back to this shot, this is kind of the open hallways as you're just walking down the mall. There's almost no cover in this open walkway, which means you have to kind of traverse through the stores or take cover in the stores, which is pretty cool. And being out in the open hallway kind of leaves you exposed. And I'm hoping all the stores do kind of connect like that. I think that'd be a really cool way to kind of flank your enemies. But one thing that absolutely needs to be fixed before this map can release, in my opinion, is being able to shoot through glass again. There's been a bug for a while where you can't shoot through glass unless you completely break it, which takes normally 2 or 3 shots. And there's a lot of glass on this map, so we need to be able to shoot through the glass. I don't know why it was, I think it's a bug, but it's not been in the game forever. You can shoot a 50 cal through a window and it will not penetrate. The glass will stop it entirely. So one final store that they teased is this Tabor or Sabor. It looks like a Mexican restaurant inside the mall, which hopefully we can find some more Mason burritos there. Or that's another thing, is like streamer items hopefully are going to spawn more in the mall in their respective places. So Mason burrito inside the restaurant would make sense. Maybe there's a tech store where you can find like the RD game board and graphics cards and things like that. And speaking of actual loot on the map, I'm hoping they don't just put boxes everywhere. I think it'd be really cool if you could grab most items off of shelves rather than having to open up the boxes. But some more loose items would be a lot cooler to loot, I think, than opening boxes. That's pretty much it for the new mall map. It's unconfirmed if there's going to be a boss for this map. No one really knows. If there was, I don't know what it would be. Maybe one that drops a unique shotgun or assault rifle. I have no idea. I don't think anyone else knows either. But what else is coming with this update besides the mall map? Well, just confirm that we are getting the missions rework, meaning we're going to get some tasks more like Tarkov, where you actually have to do quest specific missions rather than just the lame old, you know, kill 7 players, kill 5 players. You now might have a task to find a Makarov raid and stash it on Island of Tabor in like a certain spot, you know, things like that, which is what the game 100% needs right now, is a good form of progression. Now, I don't think it's gonna be fully fleshed out when this releases, but we are gonna get at least a baseline for how the quests are gonna work, and hopefully at least a decent quest line to start with. But this is almost guaranteed for this wipe, I'm pretty sure. We do know that a PvE mode is eventually coming as well, where you can have an entirely separate character and play just PvE with your friends or by yourself. This is a long ways out. This is not going to be possible until the AI is decent. Right now, the AI is terrible, so that's definitely not going to work. I wouldn't expect this anytime soon. If they do release it soon, I would hope they have a huge AI overhaul. But I think for the rest of the update, we can expect a lot of bug fixes, hopefully, overall polish, and a bunch of new features that hopefully are not going to break the game more. I also really hope to see some balancing changes regarding AP, armor protection, pretty much everything. Loot balancing is also a huge one. Just overall balance of the game is what is needed. Here's a 5-month-old screenshot from Scott that I'm going to read out, which says, I'm excited to share our vision for upcoming updates. We're focusing on enhancing the current maps, adding more apartment and building interiors for Maka, and possibly expanding Silo. We're also reworking areas on Island and Underground to improve the overall experience. And he basically says that only 2 maps are really being played, and he hopes that the mall will be the top played among them. And once they release the shopping mall, they're not going to be working on a new map for a while. They want to improve the other maps and get that mission system up for those maps before focusing on anything new, which is absolutely good. And he briefly mentioned that he wants to implement a new way to do the day and night maps. I think what he means by this is have it so you can only play night or day at one time, right? So it's, instead of having the option to pick day or night time, especially for like Matka, you would be forced to go into night or day just based on like a timer or something. If you ever played Dark and Darker, it's like the maps rotate out every like 3 minutes, which might be what they're going for. I'm not really sure, but this does not mean a day-night cycle as in like real-time lighting changes, like the sun goes up and down. I don't think that would be possible, especially on a Quest headset. But if they did force you to play one variant of a map at a time, I don't think that would be the case for Island, because Island night and Island day are so drastically different compared to Maka. Day or nighttime is relatively similar. You can see fine without night vision or flashlight on both maps. But I just wanted to share that because I actually missed this announcement, and it is cool to see that they are hopefully shifting their vision towards making the current experience better rather than adding new things. The final thing I want to talk about is PSVR 2. I know PlayStation players have been waiting for over a year now for this game to come to PSVR 2, and it is hopefully coming with this update, maybe even sooner. It's not directly confirmed. Here's another update posted by Scott like 2 months ago where he said, we're bug fixing like mad. We're implementing requested features like Nerd Pouch. This has obviously already been implemented in the last patch, but also the new mission system that will change Tabor entirely. We're still working on the shopping mall, which has been delayed until next wipe, which we know is going to be in a month or two. And the biggest question we get is PSVR 2. He said that it got delayed from July by his partners so they could get it perfect. He said, if it was me, I would have told PlayStation to shove it over 90% of their dumbass requirements. With that being said, PSVR 2 launch is still planned for a sometime between now and fall launch. That means pretty much any day we could get PSVR 2, but I would say the maximum wait is going to be a month or two. Hopefully that clears that up for you PlayStation players. It is coming soon. I know they've said soon for a long time, but this time I think it's actually soon. But that's about all that's been confirmed for next wipe. There's obviously probably things that I'm missing or things that they haven't confirmed yet. So we obviously have the mall map, the missions refactor system, and the PSVR 2 launch, which all should be coming within the next month or two. So if you think I missed anything, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.